What's good, YouTube?
I have an encyclopedic knowledge of fragrances, fashion. But where I really shine is movie trivia. If I'm on your team, we gonna win. This has been documented and proven at several companies. Why are we talking about this? Because I can. It's my show. It's my show. And that just lets you guys know you need to be more well-rounded. How many of you guys in the chat room can honestly say in 2020, you have been surprised with some of my content? How many people can honestly say, you know what? That guy surprised me. You know, one of the things that tends to surprise people the most? And I'm kind of funny. I have a pretty unique sense of humor. And it tends to catch people off guard because they look at me and see this suit in this presentation. And they're like, So yeah, where's all this going? You got to be true to yourself. You got to be true to yourself in order to have people like you. Look, man, you are who you are. And I've said it so many times on this broadcast. Stop trying to be things you're not. Stop torturing yourself trying to become something you're never meant to be. You know, when I did that broadcast about, high value this, high value that. And see, one thing that men worldwide have had to learn and understand and adjust to is the world doesn't lie to us. The world doesn't lie to us in general. It is what it is. If you short, you're short. If you ugly, you ugly. If your breath stink, your breath stink. If your eyes look crooked, the world will tell you. Boys learn this from an early age. When we were 1, 2 years old, we started to notice you knew whether or not you were a cute little boy or not. The world stopped lying to us far back than we can remember. But women, oh no. Women on the other hand, you have been lied to and you have been coddled far more than any other time in history over the last, let's say, since 1975 or 80. Let's say 1980. Since 1980 on, women, you have been, I don't want to say lied to. You've just been shielded from some uncomfortable truths. We have been getting closer and closer to the more PC, politically correct, not wanting to hurt anyone's feeling, everyone gets a trophy kind of world. And as such, women, in my opinion, you have paid the ultimate price. Why? Because you have been detached. A lot of women have been detached from reality. You've been detached from reality. If you're a Christian, there used to be a time where if you were a unwed mother, you would not show your face in church, much less show up with 1, 2, 3, 4 children out of wedlock with multiple dudes and sit on the front row and have the nerve to jump up and get happy and run up and down the aisles. We have gotten to the point to where can't nobody tell women anything, in my opinion. But then you hear women always talking about how much men lie. Men lie. Y'all need these Negroes lie. These men lie. They got always out here lying to us. Well, here's the thing. I got a question. If 1 out of 4 black women will get married in their lifetime, that means 3 out of 4 of you will never walk down the aisle. And if the greater majority of people today cannot, do not, or have not had sustained relationships, meaning relationships past 12 months, where it's been Facebook public. See, relationships only count, in my opinion, if they're public. It's like engagements and all that other stuff. I actually know somebody who's talking about he and his girlfriend are going to be engaged. And I asked him, are you going to do it in public, in front of everybody? Da, 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 da. And he's like, well, why do I need to do that? I'm like, it don't count. And we went through it. He's like, you know what? That makes sense. She's like, I wanted to do it this way, but she said that. I was like, man, women want to have that story. But anyway, before, like it says right there, women say men need to stop lying. But my question is, which men are you talking about, ladies? Oh, before we get into it, let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. And tomorrow night is when I am going to touch on the Will and Jada story. I'm not going to touch on it tonight because I've got some background stuff to do. I got some clips and things I need to put together. Tomorrow night is going to be a special Saturday night broadcast discussing Will and Jada. And high value men, high value lifestyle, marriage. Do you really want, I don't even want to touch. The question tomorrow night is going to be, do black women really want to be married? That's the title for tomorrow night's show. Do black women really want to be married? Because I will tell you, black men want to be married. But we got to start asking the question, do black women truly want to be married? That's tomorrow night. Do not highlight me, Green Machine. Thank you. Appreciate it. But don't do that. Don't do that, please. All right. When we say we need to stop lying, let's get the likes up to we got to get the likes up to over 50%, man. There's almost 1,100 people in here. And only have 500 likes. We say men need to stop lying. I agree. But you know what? When we say men need to stop lying, I think we need to talk about who needs to stop lying. It's not Blake, Lee, Ahmed, Keith, and Enrique, my Henrys. It's not the Blue Henry. It's not the Blake Henry. It's not the hit squads that need to stop lying. You know who needs to stop lying? Hold on. Just tell your good lies. You know who needs to stop lying? Who needs to stop lying, Hot Lips? Hot Lips, who needs to stop lying to these women out here? Your preachers need to stop lying to you. Steve Harvey. These love gurus need to stop lying to you. Anybody who's not telling you the unvarnished truth needs to stop lying to women. And here's some of the lies that need to stop being told to women in general, black women in particular, today. Number one, black don't crack. Black don't crack is one of the lies that needs to stop being pushed to black people, black women. Because what does it do? It allows women like the woman that called in last night to be near retirement age talking about there's so much more juice left in the orange. Black don't crack. We need to stop all the age lying to women. We need to stop calling women who are 30 plus years old. We need to stop calling women in their 30s young women. You're not young women. You're middle-aged women. You're middle-aged women for life. You're old when it comes to marriage. So we need to stop all this, it don't matter what age you are. No, that black don't crack. Anything that helps women not be realistic about their age, we need to stop. We need to stop that. Thank you. We need to stop this whole thing about thick. Thick, curvy, voluptuous. No, you're fat. We actually have women who can look you dead in the face at 25 years old and be a size 16 and think they are fine. We need to stop lying to women. If you're a man that's, I like a little meat on my, you need to stop lying. Because the only reason you like women like that is because you're broke. Listen to what I'm saying before you get upset. Show me the woman a man would pick if he had $500 million in the bank, and I'll show you the woman he really wants. See, it's easy to say I like a woman that's got a little more meat on her bones and this and that when you're making $50,000-$60,000 a year. But when you're making $500,000-$600,000 a year, you ain't looking at that same woman. And when you're making $5 or $6 million a year, you laugh if y'all in that same proximity. So you need to stop lying to them. Why? Because women believe these things. Women believe the positive press. You tell them black don't crack, they think, hey, don't matter how old I get, I still can move around in my 40s and 50s like I did in my 20s. Wrong. Oh no. Oh no. We only have 600 likes up. No. What are we doing? We're gonna have to okay, we're gonna take a quick intermission because I'm not seeing the likes move. And 1,300 people watching. We got to get these likes up. I will go ahead and do the intermission now because we already about to go to that danger zone. Let's get the likes up, people. See, when you tell women they are thick and it don't matter what their age is, oh, well then why do they need to do anything any better? Why do the women need to do anything any better? If they can be older and feel like they can still be Stella and get her groove back, or if it don't matter how she look, if she's just thick, if that's what it get down to. Then you can't be mad at these women if they running around here looking like who done it with their face up on the TV. You can't be mad at them if you're not telling them the truth. What other lies do we need to stop telling women? We need to stop calling women queens. We need to stop calling women queens. First, let me apologize to you. I am sorry, black woman, that you did not have your father in the household. I am sorry that you did not get to be a little girl and get to be daddy's little princess. I'm sorry you didn't get that. I am. It's truly unfortunate that so many of you did not have a chance to be a princess and daddy's little girl and all that stuff. However, you're over 18. Princess is reserved for women teenage and under. The only way to become a queen is to be married to a king. You're not queens, nor are you princesses. See, when you walk around telling women that they're royalty, you cannot be surprised when they act in an elite fashion. Understand something. Understand something. That queen stuff has to go. Any man who's calling you a queen, in my opinion, is doing you a disservice. It's kind of like setting you up for that okie doke. All right. since we're in this whole thing about some things we need to stop, men need to stop lying to women about, need to stop lying, telling them that by being black, we're special. We're like, you know, the melanin and all. Look, you may be special to your son, your daughter, your family. You may be even special to a particular group, a segment of the men in your race. But you're not special. You're just a woman. You're average. You're normal. Just like when you have so many women talking about, I put off relationships and all that stuff for my career. And it turns out that you were, like you said, hairdresser, yoga instructor, that kind of stuff. I made that point over a month ago. You got all these women talking about their careers and you don't have a career. You got a job. Okay? We need to stop telling them that you're special. No, you're normal. You're average. Because women tend to believe these things. And here's going to be the hard one. We need to stop telling, preachers need to, you need to stop believing this God-ordained, Jesus gonna work it out. Being in a relationship, getting a man is a natural choice. God ain't got nothing to do with it, and Jesus ain't your husband. Stop putting we need to stop allowing women to put their issues off on Christianity and the Bible. You need to call it out. Especially if you say you're a Christian. Do not allow women to put that off on God. Because no. And and that the reason a lot of women are in the position they are today, black women in particular, the reason that black women are so unmarried is because of racism, white supremacy, patriarchy, colorism, or any of these other things. No. Out of slavery, you were the most married people. Up until 1964, black folks knew just fine. The biggest problem in the black community today is we do not have a culture of relationship. We have a culture of individuals. We don't have a culture where men and women have relationships. We don't even have a culture where men and men work together to build businesses. But today we're talking about the women. See, men get told the truth of our lives. We understand. But when I listen to guys tell women what they want to hear, skirt the truth, not be direct. You leave a typical woman, a little wiggle room and she's going to slide right through it. But hold on. What do we got going on up in this mud? What's going on up in this mug? Now, how come so many women get mad when you tell them, don't blame that on God, don't blame it on Jesus? Because here's the thing. What's next, ladies? What's next for you if men start telling you the truth? Who can risk telling you the truth? See, it ain't my job to be a love guru. It's not. Who can risk telling you the truth? Who are you going to listen to? Because if you've been being lied to, if you've had your feelings protected so much, if everybody's got to worry about you're being rude, men aren't going to worry about all that. Who can tell you the truth? That's the question I've been asking. Who can tell you the truth? Join the show. Who can tell you the truth? Who can risk telling you the truth? Because here's the net of it. The way things are going right now, if somebody doesn't start telling some truths to more women, and more women start recognizing that they need to do something different, we're going to have a lot of funerals where it's going to be one tombstone. You're going to have Diane buried next to Barbara, buried next to Janet, buried next to Kim, buried next to Keisha, buried next to Helen. Ain't gonna be, you're gonna have female. Imagine when you start having women's only cemeteries. Judge Dre. Can you imagine that, Judge Dre? Judge Dre, imagine somebody say, hey man, we need you to come out here and do some contract work. We got a new concept. You know this spinster bubble, this spinster economy? Well, we're gonna have there are some women out here who they only want to be buried in feminist funerals. Feminist funerals, that'd be a good idea. Feminist funerals and feminist cemeteries. Gonna have a female giving the eulogy, female pastor, giving the words. She's gonna have a female crew, but she's gonna have some men lowering it down because you don't want to drop that. And damn sure gonna have some men throwing that dirt because you don't want to drop that. Can you imagine a female cemetery? That's what we're gonna have. Female cemeteries. Okay, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna have Master Teacher BGS come in here. I want him to explain to you guys culture, because we throw a lot of things around about black race, and it's more our culture than anything else. I'm giving about 5 minutes so this can be memorialized on this channel. You guys need this. What I need you to do is I need you to turn off whatever you're doing right now. I need you to pay attention. This brother has done the work, the research, and he understands. Give him 5 minutes to explain culture, to have it be your working definition of what we need to improve and or change in the black community.
All right, y'all, that is the end of the video.